Hey y'all, if you came here to look for an affordable way to impact your community, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll show you how one singular person can make a difference, while also getting rid of the food in your pantry that you're never going to use. Before we get started, I wanted to say hi, I'm Ezzy Derp, and I like to make helpful and hopeful vlogs here on YouTube. I like to post on TikTok Monday through Friday, and I have 3 Tumblrs, plenty of music playlists here on my channel, and I'm on most social platforms. For the most part, everything is different because in my community, I want to make sure there's a space for everyone. So go ahead, click the link in my bio, and find the space for you. This idea came to mind a couple years ago when I noticed we had pantry staples we were never going to use. No matter how many different ways I tried to cook garbanzo beans, I can't get into them. We all know how bad inflation is on groceries these days, and it felt bad not to donate these items instead of just letting them expire. Then it dawned on me, most people in my neighborhood probably felt the same way. So I gathered up my neighborhood friends and we put everything we didn't want anymore on a table and traded. But then at the end of it, we realized there were still some things left over. I made a post from my local Facebook group, the one that's for my neighborhood, told everyone to give and take what they can. We started off with the scraps from my friend group to the middle of the day where it was completely full of, all over the table there was food, to the end of the day where it was desolate. Every bit of food was donated to the neighborhood. I didn't even wake up and set out to make a food pantry that day. It just kind of happened, and that really shows how easy it is to impact your community. As long as you're resourceful, you can make an impact. Now that you get the gist of just how easy it is to make a food pantry for one day, let's break it down into a step-by-step process. Supplies you'll need: a table, a tablecloth, some plastic bags, any shelf-stable food you don't want to use, and a method to reach your neighborhood, whether that's a couple signs on some light posts or it is a post on your neighborhood Facebook group. Check the weather before you do this. Sincerely, you do not want the food spoiling in the summer sun. You do not want it getting wet in a cardboard box. So precipitation, check for that. And I do suggest the temperatures between the 60s to the lower 80s. Don't do this in the dead of summer. Don't do this when it's freezing cold outside and people can't walk to it. The hardest part of this whole thing, making a Facebook post and letting the neighborhood know. Genuinely, if it's hard to come out of your shell, I get it. And it doesn't require much interaction, if at all. But I do suggest making a slogan. You can steal mine, which is put and take what you can. And also use the phrase,
feel free to come grab what you need, and leave whatever you don't.
People love the word free, given it is all free. So really encourages people to take their little boxes of stroganoff and their stuffing and their pinto beans and garbanzo beans and go put them on the table. But then they see someone's Velveeta mac and cheese that no one in their family likes, but this family does, so definitely give that little bit of encouragement of feel free and put and take what you can. And reassure everyone that at the end of the day, if anything is left over, it will be taken to a food bank. So then people feel comfortable coming up and leaving items knowing that they won't just get thrown out at the end of the day. Next, you want to start gathering your items or whatever you and your friends have left over. Put them out on the table, but wait, always do the tablecloth because there are weather things going on outside, obviously, and people are going to be shifting things around on your table. Protect your table. Even if you just go to the dollar store, get a little tablecloth, cover the table. Next, you take the grocery bags, I put mine in a discarded cardboard box. I just sat it next to the table, put the bags in there, and lay your items out. You're done. That's it. At the end of the day, you just put the table away. You are supposed to gain from this too, so go ahead and check up on the table every couple of hours and see if there's something you would like to bring into your home. In my experience, there is always a family that will ask, hey, can we have whatever is left over? So I give them a time to come back, which is generally 5 or 6 o'clock. Now know, if the table is empty by the end of the day, that was a 100% success. You completely succeeded your goal. all the shelf stable food that people did not want anymore that saw your post was distributed to other families. I know there were bags of people who put jasmine rice on that thing. I eat rice almost every day. Okay, that's like one of my main things. So yeah, I took the bag of jasmine rice, but I put out 2 boxes of stuffing and those got taken quickly. So I'm telling you, if that table is empty, oh, you did a great job. And even if you just end up donating the rest to a food pantry, you still did a great job. Once all is said and done, put the table away and the mission is complete, I guess. But I do want to remind you guys, if somehow all the food gets snatched up early, don't automatically think someone did it out of malice. Don't think someone did it to be mean. It's better to assume someone really needed food. Just think, if someone takes all the food in the middle of the day, hey, someone really needed to eat, okay? Keep that positive mindset above waters while you're doing this. If you learn anything from this video, besides that I need to even out my bangs pretty bad, it's that one person can make a difference. If you have the right resources, you can make quite an impact without spending any money at all. So we covered the basics and step-by-step process on how to make a food pantry for one day, and how having a good heart with a resourceful spirit can move mountains. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I will see you guys next Saturday with another helpful and hopeful vlog. Bye, y'all.